Hello everyone, this video is all about microgreens and sprouts for beginners. Some common questions are, what are microgreens and how are they different from sprouts? How can I grow them? Why should I grow them? What types of seeds should I start with? In this video, I will answer all those questions and more. First things first, what are microgreens? Well, most plants start their lives by germinating from a seed. Once a seed germinates, it starts growing, first into a sprout, then into a baby plant, and then finally a mature plant. In some cases, for example with broccoli or pea shoots, the mature plant then produces vegetables or beans or peas. So we start with a usually dormant seed, and then we wake it up with some water and it starts to germinate. You see these seeds popping open? Next, the seeds will put out little tails as they start exploring the world looking for nutrients. They will grow tiny roots and develop a stem with pinhead leaves. At this point, we say the seeds have sprouted, and we have what is called a sprout. In the United States, the most typical sprouts that are sold in conventional supermarkets are alfalfa and mung beans. I have started to see sunflowers and broccoli in some specialty markets recently. After the seeds have sprouted, you can eat them as sprouts, or you can leave them to keep growing if you have planted them in some sort of medium such as soil. The sprouts will grow, get taller and fuller, and put out their first set of leaves. Once the sprouts look like small seedling plants, they are at the microgreen stage. If you were to plant one seed at a time, we would call these seedlings, and then you would nurture the seedling until it grows into a mature plant. But for microgreens, we plant 100 seeds at a time, maybe more. I never really counted. Together, these small plants make a nutritious addition to any sandwich, salad, omelet, or just to snack on. So what type of seeds do most people grow? Here are some typical seeds I use to grow microgreens. A lot of my seeds come from Mountain Valley Seed Company. They're also called True Leaf Company. Here you can see I have broccoli, beets, a basic salad mix. The basic salad mix contains broccoli, blue curly kale, purple Vienna kohlrabi, arugula, and red acre cabbage. This is a great mix of microgreens to throw into a fresh salad. I also grow peas and sunflowers, and these seeds are from Todd Seed Company. I have some amaranth, alfalfa, parsley, and mustard seeds. Other reputable companies that sell seeds are Mum's and Johnny's. You can even go to Whole Foods and pick up some seeds. Here I have some soybeans, flax seeds, and quinoa. Just make sure to buy whole and unroasted seeds or beans. The seeds that I buy are usually marked non-GMO and organic. Generally speaking, the bigger seeds are easier to grow or sprout, so if you're just starting out, try growing sunflowers first. Next, I would try to grow broccoli. They grow very quickly and easily, and they are so nutritious. Now that you know what microgreens are and what type of seeds we usually plant, the next logical question would be, how do I grow them? Well, first you would have to decide whether you are growing the seeds to eat as sprouts or as microgreens. Sprouts grow much more quickly. In 3 to 5 days, you will have sprouts ready to eat. Sprouts are often grown in mason jars. You can buy special lids for wide-mouth mason jars, or you can use a screen or a cheesecloth to put over the mouth of the mason jar to drain the water out. You can also buy specialized growing containers for sprouts, such as this 2-tiered sprouter. Here I grew broccoli sprouts in a 2-tiered sprouter, and here you can see alfalfa sprouts growing. Sprouts are ready to eat in just a few days, so there is no need to use soil or any other planting medium. On the other hand, if you're growing microgreens, you will want to plant them in a tray using some sort of medium such as soil, paper towels, or coconut coir. You can use aluminum foil baking pans or take-out food containers or anything that will hold your plants. Or you can buy trays that are specifically made for growing. Here are the trays I use. These are 10-inch by 10-inch trays. I use one with holes and one without holes. I put the soil or the paper towels in the trays with holes and plant the seeds in that tray. The other tray is used as a catch tray so that the excess water can drip into it. Now you are ready to plant your seeds. Often I will soak the seeds overnight first to give them a head start. Here you can see I'm measuring out a tablespoon of broccoli seeds, and then I cover them up with water and let them sit overnight. The next day I plant them by sprinkling them over soil or paper towels. I don't cover the seeds with soil. I found that when I do that, as they're growing and pushing their way up through the soil, they have soil residue on the microgreens. To keep them cleaner, don't put soil on top of them. Instead, cover them up with another tray. You can even stack a bunch of these to save room. Covering them and stacking them simulates the same conditions the seeds would experience if they were covered with soil. Make sure they stay moist. Spray them lightly once or twice a day, depending if they need it. I find the soil retains water better, so sometimes I can skip a day of watering. The paper towels, on the other hand, need to be monitored more closely since they dry out more quickly. Recently, I planted some microgreens with paper towels on top of soil. These did not need to be watered as often, and this combination gave my microgreens the best of both worlds: the convenience and nutrients the soil contains, and the cleanliness of the paper towels. Keep the plants covered up for maybe 4 or 5 days until you see their leaves starting to open up. Then it's time to give them light. I grow mine under grow lights, but I sometimes put them in front of my bay window, which is a southwest exposure, and the plants seem to do fine there as well. At about 7 to 10 days, your microgreens should be ready to harvest. You can always harvest them earlier than later. They are smaller, but also more tender at the earlier stages. I use a salad spinner to wash my microgreens and spin them dry. Make sure to store them dry in the refrigerator, or just harvest what you need when you need it and let the rest keep growing. This way you don't have to store it in the refrigerator, and when you cut them and eat them fresh, you get the full benefit of its flavor and nutrition. I hope this video has inspired you to grow something. Whether it is sprouts, microgreens, or fully mature plants, just do it. If you have any comments or suggestions, please post them below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I appreciate it. Bye.